So here's the thing. You need a thicker skin. You know why? Because there are people that want to hurt you. That's why. I mean, they want to hurt you, but they don't want repercussions from hurting you. So you need a thicker skin. Are you fat? Let's not use that word. Are you overweight? Are you just reverse scrawny? Are you someone that's pudgy, chubby, robust, barrel-bodied, big-boned? So many terms, correct? You know, some try to make it polite. Some would just make it mean. But that's not what you need a thick skin for. That's actually not really bad. Those are just descriptive mainly, except for the fat part. That's questionable. Depends on how it's used, the intent, and everything with it. You know, nuance. But when someone wants to call you a fat fuck, you fat motherfucker, you overweight pig, you're a slob, look at you. There are lots of people who are just merely not even chubby yet. They're just their correct weight, but they're not skinny, and they'll hear these insults. There's lots of women I see online, and they're called fat. I'm like, they're solid looking, they're smooth, shapely. What the fuck is fat? Would you date a fat chick? Would you date a fat girl? And I'm like, these girls aren't fat. I'm just looking at them, they're not. They're just not scrawny. But they want all of you to have a thicker skin so they can say this stuff and it's all right. I mean, personally, I've been called so many fat insults and been made fun of for so long, it doesn't roll off. It's still here. It's not fun to hear someone insult you. It's not. But everyone that does it shows how evil they are. I judge them as evil. Always have. Why are you insulting somebody that's done nothing to you? And then tell them that they're easy. Because I was told, so why do you insult me? I've done nothing to you. Legitimate answer, because you're easy. Because you upset easy is what they were trying to say. Because I upset easy, they choose to insult me. Someone who's done nothing to them. Someone that on this crazy planet, that if anything for unforeseen ever happened, their life might be in my hands. Is that really a risk worth taking? Does anyone ever think of that? No, they don't. The person you are hurting, whether it be stranger or loved one, you run the risk that your life one day might be in their hands, whether it's need to be saved or they just snap. Insults is a stress. It's a burden. And most people that do it know it. So what do? They pile it on to you. Then they'll get other friends to help pile it on to you. And they'll make sure, because they know how wrong it is. They'll put you in a position where you can't do anything about it. There's 3 of them, 1 of you. There's 2 of them, 1 of you. 1 of them with a weapon. Or they're much bigger than you. And just you trapped by yourself, having to take it. Can't do anything about it. Or you can verbally fight back, but that will incite physical violence. I know. You can't fight them back verbally. And if you take it, you're a wuss. If you are hurt by it, you're a wuss. You tell your teachers, you tell your parents. Ask me how I know. Line from Benjamin Dixon, kind of stuck in my head, something I used to hear in the 90s. But they tell you, you're soft. You need thicker skin. You can't let what they say get to you. It ain't about let. That shit hurts. Because when they insult you and others see it, you can't fight back because you're going to get mowed down by 3 or 4 people. Well, that's just how it was for me anyway. It was never just one. And if it was one, that was a big one. Trust me on that shit. So while they're insulting me, others look down at me. So what do I got? Nothing. Now, your reputation is further tarnished than what you ever think. You just need a thicker skin so they can hurt you. And that's the point. Honest, true, real life, in your face trolls. And those are people that need to be shunned. Treat them just as bad as they're treating you. Because there's no reason for anyone to get away with verbally or physically assaulting or insulting someone that's done nothing to them. The innocuous should be protected, not told to have more armor. Because you can't have more armor against piercing assault weapons. You can't. It's impossible. You know, someone might say your clothes suck. You're nothing. Look at you. You're poor. You shop at some whatever place or something like that. And then what? You're like, okay, so, and your point? And I've heard that many times, and I've even been in that. I'm like, what do you gain out of it? Other than you feel better about yourself. Or maybe you're insulted at home. Maybe your daddy or your mommy's doing something bad to you and you just have to make somebody else feel just as bad. You know what? You should find safety in others, even away from home. And when you can't find safety away from home, you can't find safety at home. And if your friends are teasing you and are the same way, and you can't find safety with them, then you know what that means? You have no safe space. And every human being has a serious fight or flight response. And when you can't run away anymore, when your flight is removed and taken, and all you got left is fight back. But you aren't strong enough to fight them physically. You can't beat someone that's 4 times your size and highly fight experienced. You can't beat 4 people. You can't beat 2 people. You can't. And since you can't, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, you have a knife. And no one thought about this. There were so many stabbings in schools that people put up metal detectors to detect the knives. People forgot about that in history. But now, since it's easier to get on the market, the black market, and your local Walmart, you can get a gun. And now guns have replaced knives. And not everybody that's been shooting a gun is someone that had no escape. Not everybody. But surely everyone that's had no escape and was sick of it definitely got a gun. You can't blame the shooter in those rare cases. What you need to do is blame what got that person to that point. And if all you can think is they should have had thicker skin and they wouldn't have had to kill people, ask yourself this: why did the people have to go after that person in the first place? Responsibility. If you or you know someone that's bullying, verbally or physically, anybody, stop the bully. Don't tell the one getting hurt that they should be stronger. They should have thicker skin. They should learn to take it. Because all you're doing is saying, please chill and accept your rape. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.